All right, Cancerians, what's going on for you guys? This is mid-June for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for you. Feel free to swap around any characters. As always, I could be talking to a cross-watcher, so FYI. Let's see what wants to come out in the reading. We had Jupiter moving into your sign of Cancer 2 days ago, depending on when you're watching this. It happened on June 9th. So Jupiter moving into your sign. Love. Jupiter loves Cancer. Love, love, love. What's not to love, right? Jupiter loves Cancer. Check this out. Soulmate. Wow. What is happening here? Grounded. Home. And friendship. There's definitely the energy. I just want to say this to you because you are Cancerians, or if you're cross watching, you're watching about a Cancerian. And there's something here that is about settling down. And I don't mean settling, I mean nesting. Jupiter in Cancer for the next year is going to really focus your energy around your home, which is your natural intention, Cancer. Anyway, this is going to feel really good to you. But I want to say something to you. I want you to hear me on this. If you're tempted to go throwing a ton of money at a new house right now, I would not do that. And here's why. Because Saturn and Neptune are squaring Jupiter. And Saturn is about lessons. It's in Aries. So it's about like, if Aries is another cardinal sign, just like you, Cancer. And Aries says, I want what I want when I want it. And Saturn says, not so fast, cowboy. Especially when it comes to home and hearth, because it's squaring your Cancerian energy. So if there's some desire to go throwing a lot of money at a house, especially if you don't really have the money, or if the money is meant for something else, don't go buying some Jimmy Choos if you have to pay the rent, okay? Something like that. Something that makes you feel nurtured if you're tempted to throw money at it. Especially if it's not extra money. If it's money that's earmarked for something else, please don't do it, because that's going to maybe not turn out the way you hope. All right. So underneath, this is the Sun and Moon Tarot. Emperor. Look at that. More Aries energy there. Emperor. Hermit. Virgo. Page of Wands. The Six of Cups. And the Knight of Swords. I am seeing the Wheel of Fortune here. So this has to do with divine timing. There's definitely something that is, maybe it could be dealing with, I see a Virgo, Aries, Aquarius energy. This is about pleasure. Something really fun and exciting as it relates to one of those signs. Some of you could be wanting to move in with somebody. Again, like I said, I would just hold off for a couple weeks. I'm not asking you to, get rid of the relationship. I'm just saying, please hold off for a couple weeks, because that could turn into something not so good. Could turn into some kind of big old lesson, especially financial lesson. We have Uranus at the end of Taurus, and it moves. Uranus is about surprise, and Taurus is about money. So, when Uranus moves into Gemini, all bets are off, right? That's a different story. But Uranus in Gemini right now, I don't think so. I think you just need to wait, okay? Just at least till mid-July, please. This is a mid-June reading. Page of Pentacles. There's a lesson. That's a lesson about something you're learning. Page of Swords. Gossip or information coming in. Two of Pentacles. So you could be tempted to act on something that isn't substantiated. You hear around the neighborhood that the house down the street that you love so much is going up for sale, and you kind of jump the gun and go on over there and offer them a lot of money or something like that. Woo! I would not do that. High Priestess. Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely some lying going on here. What is this? Four of Swords. Truce. Okay, good. Woo! Okay, love it. I love when I'm saying, like, oh God, there's some lying going on here, but like, hey, this is the opposite. Okay? Ace of Swords. There's something about your intuition, your spidey senses are tingling. I would trust that. Okay, I would trust that because this Ace of Swords down here, Eight of Pentacles, prudence, being prudent. Four of Pentacles, power, holding on to your money, being prudent. Okay, there's some information that's going to float through that's maybe is going to cause you to go too fast or want to do something, feeling that beautiful Jupiter energy in your sign of Cancer. And Jupiter's about the great benefic, right? The expansive energy of Jupiter. But I am telling you, something turns out to be a lie, or it's not, or something is not true. Don't act on it. Don't act on something. Trust your intuition right now. Okay, as I'm posting this today, we're talking about the difference between wishful thinking and intuition. We're going to be talking about that in Pathfinders today. And, wishful thinking is just that, it's thinking. Intuition is a different thing, and I will explain the difference. And I feel like some of you know the difference, and yet you're maybe falling for something here. Page of Swords, Seven of Swords, Magician. Oh my God. I don't like this combination. Lovers. What? Yeah. Three of Swords. Okay. Knight of Swords. So it's going to make you angry. This is going to make you angry. I feel like you get wind of something going on, and I feel like you act on it. But you're watching this reading, so you have a choice here. If you get wind of something and you can't verify it, then I wouldn't act, especially as it relates to a love relationship. Okay? Lovers, Three of Swords. Magician, the reason I don't like the Magician here, usually I like the Magician because this is about manifesting, right? It's about manifesting and, bringing something into your life that you want. But Magician also can be sleight of hand. It can be pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, okay? And so that's what this is. It's like paying no attention to the reality of something. You're paying more attention to gossip, or you're paying more attention. And if you act on that, I feel like, especially too fast, then Three of Swords will follow. Two of Pentacles. The reason why you might be acting on this is that you're really looking for change. I don't even know if you know that about yourself right now, that you're really looking for change, and it's like this is an excuse to do it. Okay, this is an excuse to do it. So maybe you're dating somebody and this amazing house comes up for sale. The apartment building you've always wanted has an opening. It's definitely about home. It definitely has something to do with home, and it has to do with how you were raised. So you're wanting to make some kind of nest, feather some kind of nest. I just feel like you're wanting a change. And so, any change is good is in your mind here. And I just don't think, not all change is created equal. What kind of change would be positive? There's Justice. The Nine of Pentacles. Becoming single would be better. Three of Cups. Abundance. Gain. Okay, Five of Wands. The change your need... Oops, sorry, Charlie. You're not going out back to chase chipmunks. The change you're looking for is in your career. If you want to make change, maybe you want to work from home, or maybe you want to build a business, maybe you want to do something like that. I still wouldn't make any fast decisions in the next 2 weeks because of the astrology of everything. It's even going to be going on a little bit longer than that. All right. But we have your new moon in Cancer happening at the end of this month. So I would do the manifesting of it. I would not, there's not a lot of action here. It's more about thoughts and thinking and planning and all that kind of stuff. if you're looking for change, it really is about balancing out your life and getting better at money, getting better at the financial income, right? This is about gain and abundance. Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. And balancing out. If you've just been paying out and paying out and paying out, no. You want more coming in. You want more coming in than is going out. It's really simple math, but there's ways we can kind of like make it less sexy here with this prudence. And then there's power, right? Four of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Oh, I just want to say to you that some of you might be tempted to do some kind of get rich quick scheme, or someone comes through making some kind of lies about, oh, look at what this is. It's going to be a quick flip. This house is going to be a quick flip. Or this, buying in at the ground floor. I keep seeing this kind of building reference here. And I feel like there is someone, this magician is going to try to lie you into parting with your money. So I'd be careful about that. What is this Ace of Swords? Because I feel like that is the aha moment that you have because when you trust your intuition about all of this. Woo! Five of Swords. Someone's trying to manipulate you, my darling. Death. Nine of Swords. Oh, my word. 10 of Cups. There is something good ahead. You do not need to jump the gun here. Okay? You do not need to jump the gun. So let's go deeper. I'm going to look at what you don't see coming. We can talk more about the astrology here. Uranus moving into Gemini later this summer, moves in July 9th, and things are going to look distinctly different after July. So we'll talk a little bit more about what's going to be happening here for you in the short term, though. All right, link is below, Cancer, if you want to continue on. I'll see you over there.